Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the Guardian's Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Saturday the 12th of October 2024. It's number 28 in the series, and these are a series of puzzles that are aimed at bringing people into cryptics. So they're meant to be a little bit easier. They haven't always been. And I talk through them very slowly. I talk about my thought processes, just trying to help explain to people who are new to them what's going on and how I approach it. This one's been set by Chandler, and because it's the Quick Cryptics by the Guardian, we have 4 types of clue. We have anagrams, charades, which is where you take 1 or 2 or 3 words and put them together to make a new word. We've got reversals, where 1 word forward is the same as the word backwards, so, or rather, dog and god, so those words will give you the things. And acrostics, where you take the initials of a series of words to get to the answer. So acrostics and anagrams are good because they give us the letters in the clue that help us out, and reversals can be helpful if we start to well, I'm not sure if they can be helpful actually. I was going to say, I've been thinking I'm mixing them up with palindromes, and they're definitely not palindromes. They're different. But okay, let's crack on and go through it, and I'll talk through slowly. So 1 across, broken brace. So my first thought is broken brace. Got a 5-letter word. Broken, going to be an anagram of brace. Something that's tossed. That's going to be a caber, isn't it? So I didn't need the second half of that clue just to look at that. Right, after returning, so this sounds like one of these words that's reversed. Ward off, social outcast. 5 letters. Well, it's not a pariah. Ward off. Social outcast is exile. I don't know. Okay, so what I always do is I just go through, read clues that I can get, so I get more letters on the board. Chap of advanced years coped. 7-letter words. That can't be an acrostic because there's not 7 words in there to make something out of. Chap could be a man. Advanced years are aged, caged, coped, managed, man-aged. They are managed, man-aged. Okay, young troublemaker. See those words, I think. Imp, introducing major problem. Okay, IMP, and initially is imp. Okay. Peculiar could be an anagram coming up. Origins sounds like it's going to be an acrostic. Outstanding Dutch dealer, ODD. Odd, reduced working in period at school. So period at school is a term or a lesson, and if you do, so lesson reduced is less and working is on, so less, that if I could type I'd be deadly, less and working, so if something's working it's switched on, it's on, so there you go, less on. So that's a charade. 1 confused. Now that makes me think there's an anagram coming up. We've got a 3-letter word. What one is that? Especially long time. Yeah, actually it is an anagram of eon, isn't it? Let's move on to figure, record. So we've got one of those words backwards. Feature of tennis. 2 features of tennis that the 3-letter words I can think of are sets and aces. Neither of those helps me. Figure, let is another one. 10 is a number, and it's a net, isn't it? So there we go, 10. Now, the interesting thing here is actually we've got the word recalled in the middle. So actually, which end of this I want, I'm not sure. So do I want the T? Do I want it to be a net, a 10 recalled, which is 10 recalled to get a feature of tennis, or do I want it? I think it's going to be net, but we'll need to know until when we get this word in going down here, and this one down here we'll know. But I'm going to have to leave it, can't tell. Busy type makes me think of a bee. Starts to bring enthusiastic, extra enthusiasm, BEE, there we are. So starts to, and then these words bring, there we go. Floor, am I still on the screen? I know I've got to really scroll down on this one today. I'm going to scroll down already a little bit, bring me some more in, there we go. I think I can see all of it. Floral arrangement from the war, possibly. So I'm thinking possibly is an anagram. The war has 6 letters. Floral arrangement is a W. Makes me think wreath. Oh, let me come back on. There we are. Wreath. I've just typed in the wrong one. Lesson. Sorry. That's because I had to scroll down to... Alright, just going to check I'm still on the screen, which I think I am, and then I've got to remember to... Right, backing for reserve player in double-decker maybe. Now my first thought about that clue, as I read it, is I would be looking for a hidden word because the in double-decker, the in word there, but, the way the clue reads, but there are no hidden words today, so it can't be that. Backing, okay, backing probably says it's going to be one of these reversals. Reverse player is a sub, and a double-decker is a bus, so we've got, yeah, so that's going to be a bus, isn't it? So we've got backing for the reserve player, so the reserve player is the sub, we reverse that to get to the double-decker. So the general rule of these clues are the sound alikes or these reversal words is that the bit of the clue that is next to the indicator is what you're going to change to get to the answer. So the answer and the indicator are never together, or shouldn't be together, are easily identified by not being together, because as I saw up here, when it's next to it, you have to wait and see. A green sign, I'm thinking green for go, a green sign in the past. Ooh, three-letter word. That's how do I get to a green sign? I'm thinking AG. That's a go. Sign O. A and green sign is go, isn't it? It is a go, actually. Yeah, a go. Well, that's interesting. I guess that's a charade. A. So we've got the A. A is very significant in this clue. Sometimes it's significant in some crosswords, sometimes it isn't. In this one, it is. In this clue, it is significant. And then a green sign is green for go. Powerful piece of verbal skill by civilised fellow. Powerful could be a P, but I think P is more just for power. Powerful piece of verbal skill sounds like oratory or orating. Verbal skill. Civilised fellow. I can't think. Civilised fellow. Gent. Probably gent, isn't it? I'm going to put gent in there as a bit of a placeholder, because I think that's what civilised fellow is. Pungent. Pungent is what's come to me. Something's pungent is powerful, and a piece of verbal skill is a pun. Okay. Experienced person to arrange Asian currency. Arrange makes me think there's an anagram in there. Asian currency. But if we try and arrange Asian, then what's currency doing? We've got two definitions there, because the currency doesn't do anything, and the experienced person, it could be either of those. You can't, the clues should be using all the words. So I don't think arranging is saying we've got an anagram. Asian currency is, the only one off the top of my head is the Thai baht, or the rupee. I wonder if this is probably a charade, so an experienced person, I can't think of a word for that. To arrange is to run. To arrange, run, so I can't think what a currency is. Let's go on to the next one. Highly praised former partner. Now, former partner always makes me think X, EX. And then it's literally toll, to an L for learner comes up a lot. And if you highly praise someone, you extol their virtues. So that's a pretty successful first pass, I think. Right, now where are we going? Well, we've got this one coming down here. I've got CML, 5-letter word, camel maybe? Let's see. Beast of burden, sounds like a camel. Arrived on lake, so yeah, we've got came and L for lake. Next one down, banks or something. Book about America is additional benefit. Okay, additional benefit is a bonus. Book, okay, book. And then about, so we've got to really lift and separate this one. So we've got B for book, we've got on for about, so this the subject you're talking on is this, and America is the US. Okay, bonus. Ignore wild area. What do we got here? Well, we know this is a T or an N down here. Ignore wild. That looks like it might be an anagram, especially that RGO. So I've only got an N. That's that. An area is a region. There we go, region. So now gives us that being the net. Okay, let's go on to, which one's this? This looks DO. Must be judo, mustn't it? No, Lido. So I've just read outdoor pool. Lido. Top is a lid. and then top lid O for over. So you get a lot of cricket terminology in cricket. You bowl overs, and I think the scorers use O for O to indicate an over in a cricket scoring book. I don't know what it's called. Penny would make me think P. On journey by bike. I'm looking here going I've got ride. Pride shows dignity. Journey by bike shows dignity. That's a nice. I like that. For this quick cryptic series of clues, putting journey by bike is just that little bit extra help to give you ride in a more complicated puzzle that you wouldn't be getting that extra by bike help. I think so. Pride, yeah. P ride. Mature is I don't know. Religious instruction could be RI, followed by writer. Is a pen. Okay, ripen. Yeah, religious instruction. PEN. Right, I'm going to go back up and look at this one, which I can now see is a leper, because we had a social outcast leper, and if you repel something backwards, repel going backwards. So I'm going up to do that one rather than going in order, because I want to be able to scroll the screen down and move on. I've got this one over here, which must be I or Eve or X or pioneering female. Sounds like Eve. Leads to. Okay, so the acrostic, everyone valuing enterprise. So there's Eve going in. And this one over here, opt, choose, cracked pot, so I could instantly see opt there. Cracked is an anagram indicator, and choose is to opt. So we're looking good. What do we got down from here? Let's get this lined up, so that I hopefully don't have to scroll down any further. Right, I think everything's possible to see now. Excuse me. Cretin, sadly, looks like an anagram of cretin. They state as a trance. Okay. Uninteresting British territory. So I see British, I'm thinking a B. Oh, we've got a B over there. Territory is a land. So that uninteresting is bland. There we go. Unsettled by one dark wood. Well, dark wood I know that begins EBO is ebony. Unsettled by one. Oh yeah, by one. Ebony. It's an anagram. Ebony's unsettled. So there's an example where I didn't actually see what was going on in the clue until I just biffed it. I bunged in ebony for dark wood, and then I could see coming back. And it doesn't matter which way you do that. If you want to, I think the people who are good at cryptic crosswords actually do that a lot. They just go dark wood, oh that's ebony, and they bung it in, and then they can see the wordplay. If they even see the wordplay, the really fast souls don't even bother to check the wordplay if they can see things go in. But it doesn't matter which way. I mean, I'm the other way. I had to learn to decode puzzles and then find out what goes in them, and that's why I've been slow getting good at crosswords. Warning of danger. So what we got here? Danger later revised. Ooh, warning of danger is an alert and later revised. Yep. So again, I've gone down the route of what's a warning of danger? It's an alert, and I can now see later revised. Place for tourists, that's got to be hotel looking at that, isn't it? Is fashionable, so fashionable is hot. And here's another thing you see a lot in cryptic crosswords, is with the Spanish. The Spanish word for the is L. Sometimes you get the French, the German, and the Italian, or an Italian, yeah, or I don't know, a Frenchman or something, yeah, of French, actually, of France, I saw yesterday, which is quite often DE. So that attachment of Spanish and the says it's looking for the Spanish word for that now. Some of the more complicated puzzles start asking you to know the French for friend and island and things, which is a bit harder, but at least learn the articles, the and the foreign articles for the, a, and. Right. Last couple coming up. Sleeps in turn for stretch of time. Sleeps in turn. Sleeps in turn would make me think that's an alternate letter clue when I normally read it. That's my first thought about it. Sleeps in turn for stretch of time. I'm actually stuck on this one. Sleeps. Okay, in turn must be saying put it backwards. Stretch of time is a. I'm going to go back to this one because I know what this is now. An experienced person, I think, looking at that DY is a doyen, isn't it? If you arrange something, you do it. And Asian currency is the yen, so doyen. So that must be sleeps in turn for stretch of time, a spin, nips, naps, a span. There we are. There we go. Got there eventually. So again, another trick is that sometimes you just have to go through the possibilities. If I'm missing that, it can only be A, E, I, O, U, or Y. Wasn't spin. Nips going backwards wasn't spun. Well, you need to check them out. Check them all out, because you might think, well, that works. But it's naps, I think. Let's just check the actual whole puzzle then. Okay, I've done it all right, so all good. There we go. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully I didn't go through that too fast. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments and let me know.